Hi, I'm Kim Bradley. I wrote the novel The War That Saved My Life, which got a Newbery honor this year, and I've been asked to talk about what other award-winning books have influenced me in my writing. The strongest influence for sure would be Patricia McLaughlin and her fabulous book Sarah Plain and Tall, which won the Newbery the year that I was fortunate enough to have Patricia as a college professor teaching a children's literature class. So her novel is something that I have always loved for its, what she called her bare bones writing, and I consider it sort of a sparse elegance that's quite hard to achieve, and it's something I've always sort of consciously striven for in my own writing. But there's lots of other books. When I was a child, I loved E.L. Kingsburg. I loved Jennifer Heckett, Macbeth, William McKinley, and Me Elizabeth. I loved From the Mixed Up Files of Mrs. Basil E. Frankweiler, and completely wanted to run away and go live in the Metropolitan Museum. Never got to. And then I don't know where my copies of either of those are, but they're around here somewhere. But I just kind of went through my shelves and realized that I'm not surprisingly drawn to historical fiction. So here is my copy of Bud Not Buddy. I bought it before it won, so it doesn't have a sticker. I love everything Christopher Paul Curtis writes. And then I have A Long Way from Chicago and A Single Shard. These are also, I would have bought them right after they won their awards, but these are really two of my favorite historical fiction books because I absolutely love the impact that the last chapters of each book have about toward the total story. Catherine Patterson, I looked inside this book a few minutes ago. This is a paperback from 1980, which would have been when I was 13. I have loved Catherine Patterson my entire life. There's not a single book of hers that I don't adore, but probably The Great Gilly Hopkins is my absolute favorite. And then Robin McKinley, another long time favorite author of mine. The inscription inside this book tells me I got it as an Easter present in 1986 from my college roommate. The sequel, The Blue Sword, is one of my favorite stories of all time still. So I have really been influenced by all sorts of people that have come before me. And I left out Madeleine L'Engle, A Wrinkle in Time. That was the first book I ever read twice immediately, because when I got done with it I liked it so much that I felt like I had to go back and find out why I liked it that much. And that was probably a turning point in terms of thinking about writing as something people did. And that would have been when I was 14. So one of the really fabulous parts about the sticker on my book is that maybe it'll stay in print now, and there'll be somebody somewhere reading it that starts to become a writer because of it. That would be the coolest thing.